Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I welcome all of you to this 7th meeting of the Board of Directors of Jannat Pakistan, United States of America. Today is Saturday, the 12th of December, and we are going to hold our meeting in accordance with our bylaws. The venue of this meeting is, for purposes of record, I'm uttering it is the Zyka restaurant in Bakersfield, and the following directors constituting a quorum of the full board are present. Asrul Islam Sayyid, Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Mona Dawar, General Secretary, Mr. Arsal Awan, Vice President, Jannat Pakistan, Director Khalid Imran, Director Umar Khattab Khatak, Director Abida Alam, Director Azad Shaheen, and also we are pleased to have amongst us Mr. Aslam Bhatti, who is going to be one of our Board of Director members. So we welcome you, Mr. Aslam Bhatti. Also, I welcome from Los Angeles our visiting Mr. Sajid Hamid. Thank you very much for coming. The meeting is now called to order. We begin by observing 1 minute of silent prayers for the families who lost their loved ones. Our heartfelt condolence prayers go out to the families and friends of Americans who lost their lives in this tragedy. Item number 2, declaration of support to President Obama's call to Muslim Americans. I want to quote what President Obama said in his address to the nation on 6th of December. He said, if we are to succeed in defeating terrorism, we must enlist Muslim communities as some of our strongest allies rather than push them away through suspicion and hate. That does not mean denying the fact that an extremist ideology has spread within some Muslim communities. It's a real problem, and Muslims must confront without excuse. So this is our responsibility as we are going to plan today our program for Jannat Pakistan for the coming year. We are going to think of ways and means how we are going to utilize our energies, our time, money, funds to combat this evil interpretation of Islam. So we are going to discuss that subsequently in this meeting. I also want to state, as President and CEO of Jannat Pakistan, that we solemnly pledge to confront without excuse this wrongful Salafist ideology. Jannat Pakistan wholeheartedly stands in support of President Obama's condemnation of ISIS. President Obama had clearly stated that ISIS were terrorists and liars, and they were desperate for legitimacy. You remember in Shalimar radio broadcast, we were referring to Musalma Kazzab, and this religion of the liars, this is the same Salafi Islam, the pre-Islamic period of religion that was prevalent in Arabia, which Prophet Muhammad was the first to combat. So we must bear this in mind, that ISIS is that same old Salafist ideology, and it is absolutely important for all of us that we enable this enlightenment to the Muslims, that this Islam is not the Islam of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Whereas our heartfelt prayers go out to the soldiers who are fighting the war against terror and those who have laid down their lives, we pray to God to bless their souls and to grant them, those who've lost their lives, his choicest place in heavens. I am now going to talk about the activities of the corporation. Let us all once again make this resolution. It is resolved that Jannat Pakistan's educational mission is indeed God's answer to the prayers. It is our belief that through education and enlightenment, peace shall be attained in the world. Now, regarding the activities of the corporation, as you all know, supporters of our mission are freely distributing DVDs and CDs and posters of our Quran lectures in Pakistan. They are also being distributed in India. Abid Bilal and Malik Ramzan Jani are active in Lahore in reproduction of handbills and CDs, and these are being distributed free of cost in Pakistan. Activities, Urdu Baitak. I am going to ask Dr. Dawar.
Yes, sir. Jannat Pakistan has so far organized and conducted 10 Urdu Baitak programs. The first Urdu Baitak was held on May 31st, 2014. In keeping with our commitment to educational activity, whereas it is our mission to spread Quran's enlightenment and reasoning, resolved that Urdu Baitak provides a perfect setting in which such educational and cultural activities are conducted. These activities promote universal values in a community through story reading, poetry reading, and also through social intelligent gossip. Resolved that Urdu Baitak brings all members of our communities together on a platform for socializing, engagement in intelligent talk, and it indeed helps in bringing enlightenment and prevents Talibanization of Muslim immigrants in the USA. Videos of Urdu Baitak posted on Facebook have helped draw a huge following in Pakistan and India. These videos have been seen by over a few million Pakistanis. Urdu Baitak is indeed helping by giving Pakistanis the truest image of life enjoyed by Pakistanis in the USA.
So that is a great achievement. Our Urdu Baitak, this is being seen by millions. Our videos are being seen, and Pakistanis are able to see how Muslims living and Pakistanis living in the United States of America, how they are enjoying the liberties and freely living under a rule of law.
Comments on Facebook reveal Pakistani youth deeply engaging and appreciating the freedom of religion and equality enjoyed by expatriate Pakistanis living in the USA. Dr. Asrul Islam appreciated the services of Treasurer and Secretary Dr. Mona Noor and the services of Directors Mr. Azhar Shaheen, Dr. Majid Kaura, Mrs. Abida Alam, and Mr. Umar Khattak for their enthusiastic, voluntary participation in Urdu Baitak. Board members applauded. Dr. Asrul Islam appreciated the services of Mr. Umar Khattak for voluntarily doing safe storekeeping and maintenance of items and equipment belonging to Jannat Pakistan with dedication and sincerity. Board members applauded Mr.
Thank you very much for doing all that. Thank you.
Dr. Asrul Islam appreciated the service of Mr. Umar Khattab for serving as a news analyst, keeping himself abreast with Pakistani news, media, and current world events, and providing a daily report of news to Dr. Asrul Islam board. And for that, the board members applauded.
Yeah, Umar Khattab actually listens to the media constantly and provides us a report of what is happening in Pakistan and in the world. So we truly appreciate that. And in fact, I was thinking of buying a TV, another new TV for you.
Oh,
So
mashallah,
With the international channel.
with all, he has all the channels, but you know,
Yeah.
we will get you a TV so that you can.
Dr. Asrul Islam also appreciated the services of Khalid Imran and Ursula Wan for their voluntary work on social media for promoting the activity of Jannat Pakistan. Board members applauded both of Dr. Asrul Islam and board members applauded Mr. Azhar Shaheen for his continued service as president of Urdu Batak, and board members are applauding
Mr. Shaheen, thank you, thank you.
Dr. Asrul Islam appreciated the services of Mr. Aslam Bhatti and his wife for volunteering and providing venue for Urdu Batak planning and activity. Board members applaud Mr. Aslam Bhatti and his wife
For enabling us their home where we can sit and plan. We have been doing that in the past. Yes.
Absolutely. And then Dr. Asrul Islam appreciated the service of Mrs. Eliazar for hosting and providing her home as a venue for a community get-together of Pakistani and Indian Americans at her home to celebrate Eid-ul-Azha on October 26, 2015. Thank you, Ms. Resolved that Jannat Pakistan deeply acknowledges with thanks the services of Dr. Majid Kaura, Ms. Eliazar, Mrs. Imtiaz Fatima Ali, and Dr. Mona Dawar for their cordiality and hospitality. They have enthusiastically delivered their services that have enlightened thousands of Pakistanis. Resolved that Jannat Pakistan deeply acknowledges with thanks the services of Zyka Restaurant for providing them a venue for meetings. Resolved that Jannat Pakistan resolved that the services of our fiduciary in Pakistan, Mr. Abid Bilal of Lahore, are highly commendable and approved by the board. He has regularly provided us graphic art services by making wonderful posters of Urdu Batak and for Facebook.
Yeah, he makes these posters for us. He's Pakistan's top graphic artist, and he's one of the best in the world, and he does it
Absolutely.
within 24 hours, and he doesn't charge me anything for that.
Oh, he's the
Mashallah.
one he's making all those.
All the
Mashallah.
posters.
Very nice.
Yes.
Resolved that the services of Mr. Damien Macharo and his children are highly commendable and approved by the board. They haul our sound equipment, lights, and cameras for photography from Vasco to Bakersfield. All three members of his family understand the mission of Jannat Pakistan and provide this service almost voluntarily.
We applaud them.
They work for almost 8 hours, stand, do videography, operating 4 cameras, lights, and sounds, and are now being paid $400 for each event.
So the board approves that this $450 because they also rent
truck.
a truck
To haul the
to
stuff.
haul the stuff, and any other professional video company for any one shoot would take like $3,000.
That's a very nominal,
So,
Dr. Syed.
so we are just paying this for them, and they do a great job with that.
Resolved that the services of Ms. Afshan Qazi are highly commendable and approved by the board. She caters food almost voluntarily, and food and cooking costs are reimbursed to her at the rate of items, approximately $650 for each Urdu Batak each. Resolved that the services of Fiesta Party Rentals of Bakersfield are highly commendable and approved by the board. He provides 4 tables and approximately 70 chairs for each event at the cost of approximately $125 for each event.
Yeah, it's sometimes $125, sometimes $150, sometimes $200, but that is the cost for
Very nominal.
all our activities that's going on, yes.
Lastly, Dr. Asrul Islam gratefully appreciated the services of Naila Syed for advice in organization and planning of activities of Jannat Pakistan. Her donation of $70,000 this year and a similar amount in the previous years is deeply acknowledged and appreciated. Wow, that's incredible, Dr. Naila, that's incredible. Shall I continue?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Activities of Jannat Pakistan and use of funds.
हम देखेंगे लाजिम है कि हम ही देखेंगे लाजिम है कि हम ही देखेंगे वो दिन के जिसका वादा है हम देखेंगे जो लौहे अज़ल पे